Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Middle Valley Campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it could be edifying. All right, and we have this 911 outage, all right, in 4 states, likely caused by a mass cyber attack. So we got these, they spoke about cyber polygon, ran those different, tests and whatnot. They warned about cyber attacks, and, we were waiting on them to see what they were going to do with it. So now they're saying it's these 911 outages in 4 states, Texas, South Dakota, I think Nebraska and Nevada. They were dealing with massive 911 outages, and they saying it's via cyber attack, man. All right, so we talking about a real live purge type situation that could go down where, not to say that all crime is necessarily illegal, but it's going to be a time of lawlessness. All right, that's what anarchy means, a time of anarchy, lawlessness in the land, because 911 is down. So then people not going to be able to, the police are already stressed thin. People are not going to be able to call the police while they have an emergency, and that's going to create purge-like scenarios, man. All right, that's what we're seeing. So let's get into it. All right, this is from Daily Mail. So it says, the Department of Homeland Security, or the DHS, has warned of increased risk of cyber attacks on 911 services as they have migrated to digital systems. And an analysis compiled by the agency and published by ABC News just hours before the outages, they outline concerns of how emergency service can be exploited for sensitive data. The bulletin said that ransomware attacks had disrupted the networks of police departments and 911 call center operations. The bulletin added cyber criminals exploitation of data stolen during ransomware attacks against the emergency service sector, or the ESS, likely poses a persistent criminal threat due to the exposure and availability of victims' personal information. So it's some ransomware shit, and basically they gotta shut it down to be able to block them from being able to access this certain that type of information. All right, so that's 4 whole states, man, and Texas is a big ass state. All right, that last Purge movie took place a lot in Texas, talking about the border, man. So this is the Lord is showing how fast that we can go from just things being seeming like it's normal to all out anarchy. All right, hey, they could blame some shit on China next, man. All right, and this is major news. They're reporting this live. I'm gonna tune in. All right, because now you had these Iran send those drones and stuff, so that's war. It ain't going back to no peace talks from there. All right, so we need the MOTB, and we need the current system to be taken down. All right, if you have a time of lawlessness and there's runs on the bank and there's robberies and all that shit, and everybody clears all the stores, and because the scriptures speak about these things, and these people standing up fighting against each other. You got the movie Civil War out right now, which I still want to see. I'm gonna say, hey, Lord willing, brothers get together and we can go watch that movie tomorrow. That sounds like a good idea. I've been seeing through the spirit, brothers have been linking up and going to watch that movie. So, we could do something like that, we could do something like that, through the spirit, But watching that movie, I definitely watched the trailer, and it goes into, California and Texas seceding from the Union. So it wouldn't take a lot for governments to be toppled on the state level, man. All right, then they would, basically United States will have fallen, and they'll erect the FEMA, or FEMA, will be activated. And we know that that's prophetic because America is broken up into 10 FEMA regions, all right, going into the 10th part of the city. All right, and, they have a map that shows, depending on what state you're in, the FEMA regions. So, man, when 911, if you can't call 911, man, you start going back to the Crown Vic and everybody stuck in the house, that domestic violence was at an all-time high. All right, because these people can't stand each other. And the Lord said he was going to set these people at variance against each other. He was going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. So the Lord going to have the spirit on these people to pretty much kill each other, man, very soon. It's going to be all-out anarchy, all hell breaking loose. It says the bulletin said the ransomware attacks have disrupted the networks of police department and 911 Let me see. I actually read that. It's like the DHS said that once stolen, potentially sensitive personal information, including police records, could be leaked, sold, or used to facilitate other crimes like extortion or identity theft. Additionally, you have to have a lot of resources devoted to addressing it, and it can also prevent us from doing investigations. So as this was a Facebook post, attention 911 is down across the state of Nebraska again for all cellular carriers except T-Mobile. Hey, they had a major AT&T outage. Landlines can still get through to 911. Please use 308. That's the number if you need law enforcement. Check that out. And this is recent, man. Officials in South Dakota, Nevada, and Las Vegas said 911 services have been restored, but have yet to identify the official cause of the failure. In Las Vegas specifically, no estimate was initially given after an outage wiped out landline and mobile phone connectivity to the crucial 911 number. How about that, man? In Sin City itself, man, that's crazy. Authorities asked for sellers or callers not to test out the phone line while they try and get service back up, amid fears that unreported crimes may be taking place. Nearby Henderson, Nevada, was also facing a down 911, but various other emergency services were still running. So it's showing the outages and shit from the county. The entire state of South Dakota, Dundee County, Kearney County, Howard County, and Fremont, Nebraska, as well as Del Rio, Texas, was also affected. The emergency mobile number to get a hold of police, ambulance, and fire services was not connected to call centers for many hours throughout the night. Those are purge-like scenarios right there. If you watch the movie, they say all crime, including murder, they say 911 is suspended, man. The Lord can set this shit up to how, people can start fucking looting and shit, man. Because 911 go down. Imagine that shit go down on the countrywide level, man. There you go. We'll see. It's yet to be seen how it goes down, but it would be a trickle effect. A lot will go down because of it. It says police urge the public to call alternative numbers if they needed help in South Dakota. And this proves that you ain't going to have no help outside of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, you think, and this is when feminism gonna fail, man. We're seeing the fall of feminism now. That whole soft guy area and all that shit. All right, but guess what? We've been saying through the Spirit. All right, and the Lord speaks through His servants, the prophets. He said, "Surely I will do nothing, but I will revealeth my secrets to the servants, the prophets." So we've been saying through the Spirit that, concerning these women, just wait till 911 ain't working. Well, we're seeing the manifestation of this before our very eyes. Prophecy playing out. And this is 2nd Ezra 15. This is 2nd Ezra 16. All right, and guess what? The scriptures speak about a shortage of men. All right, we already seeing these men not dealing with these women for real now. All right, so we're seeing the aftermath. We're seeing the Lord's words coming to pass, and we're gonna see just how bad it hits America. Because when they hit America, it's gonna be horrible, man. It's gonna be bad. But hey, it's written. We've declared it. And the Lord is making it, is bringing it to pass. And He's doing it on the world stage as well with the whole Israel situation now, and Iran. So I just wanted to see, look at that. 4 weeks ago, U.S. government warns water services are being targeted in cyber attacks. All these different cyber attacks, man. Check this out. It's getting close, man. All right, they're gonna use a cyber attack they can use a cyber attack and blame it on Russia, China. I saw something about them blaming it on China. That they about to do a damn massive attack, man. Lord willing, man, bring it. The Lord putting the Spirit on them. There's a lot going on after this whole solar eclipse. That was a major sign. And since then, man, we've been seeing all type of things going down. Iran with this strike, man. You got World War III being brewing before our eyes. These nations being gathered to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right, we getting the signs in the sun. We getting all these different things, man. Now we getting the outages. Yeah, hey, that's Amos 8 and 8. It won't be long before the internet go out too. We're going to start with this. This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh. All right, and how do you hear the words of the Lord? By way of His prophets. And what's the main streamline for the prophets to get the message of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah out? The gospel, the good news, by way of YouTube, by way of the internet. But soon something's going to happen where the Lord is going to allow this word to be withdrawn, and you're not going to find us on YouTube. Even if it's not altogether taken out, they might demonize us to where and take us off YouTube, man, through these different acts and stuff. That's why they take down our videos, take down our channels. And eventually, hey, when you search up a brother, you search up GMS or Men of Valor or whatever our channels is, it's going to be difficult to find. So all the people that bullshitted, that want to find answers now, they're not going to know what's going on. Right? They're not, and that's what we speak about, man. Then they're going to want to hear the counsel of the Lord, man. But everybody was bullshitting and lollygagging, man, before the great and terrible day of the Lord. You know, they playing with their lives. Verse 11 again. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, the Lord is also going to send famines, man. Shortages of food, because the scriptures speak about, like I quoted, hey, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, roughly paraphrasing. So these different grocery stores, and you got to look, man, if you got a Costco membership or Sam's Club membership, look how much shit they got. They got shit on backlog and got shit on pallets and got storage. But guess what? The Lord is going to have something to where this shit gets taken over either by the government, and you got to take that C-HIP to be able to obtain those different things, or the Lord is going to have everybody ransack this shit, man. Because it's got to be something major for the full storehouses to be found empty. And that's just going to be a trickle effect. That's going to cause famine. The scriptures speak about it. There's nothing new under the sun, and this time of Jacob's trouble is going to be like none else that we're coming to, right? And because of that, you're going to have actual famines, but you're also going to have the famine of hearing the word of the Lord, man. So not only are you people going to start starving, and you're also not going to want to know, you're not going to know what's going on. Because we ain't about to tell you no more. We ain't about to be on the highways and byways. We did our bid as far as, feeding the Lord's sheep on the highways and hedges, man. Week in and wake out, the daily epistles, man. The Lord didn't set this truth right here to be forever. This is time sensitive, man. This is only, hey, once the elect is sealed, man, hey, this is over with. And the Lord is showing signs that he's moving, that we're in the end of the end, man. So if you ain't getting with it, hey, the Spirit is on the apostles, and of course we're not perfect. You know, none of us claim to be. All right, but hey, we got to continue to be diligent. Give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. All right, because the Spirit is on Apostle Tahar, which if we believe this man is a spiritual man sent from on high, we got to take heed to his words, to the warnings. And he's saying, hey, it's a house cleaner, man. We had the Passat, so we got to pray daily, man. It's a blessing daily to wake up and be able to still call upon the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and know the Lord is still working with you, man. And don't get puffed up. The Lord hates pride. We humble ourselves. The Lord saveth those that be of a contrite spirit. All right, we're begging and pleading to the Lord, man. When we come together, hey, the Lord is hearing our cries. And he's moving on our behalf, man. Hey, all the apostles and righteous men and the prophets of old wanted to know, when the end was going to come and the ushering in of the kingdom of Yasha Allah, man. That's what we've been waiting for. The kingdom, man. Yahweh Shah said, I go and prepare a place for you. That's what we waiting on, man. So it's true. We doing our part now, man. You got to keep the faith until the end. But this part of the ministry right now is teaching the word, man. Feeding the Lord's sheep daily. All right, you got to eat daily, man. Sometimes there's a fast, but not when it comes to this truth, man. You got to remain diligent. The Lord said he wants you hot or cold, man. All right, so the fact that these different 911 outages, this is a warning. Like, hey, listen, Jake. Tighten up, because the shit is coming down. The Lord can bring this shit. That's 4 states. The next time it could be half the states. Then after that it could be all the states, man. And then what? And then it don't come back on. They don't restore that shit. Then what? All these people got guns now, man. Even our state, they didn't make this shit a damn open carry state, man. And you're not gonna save yourself carnally. So hey, and that's not our blessing anyway. That's these damn Edomites' blessings. And if you try to use Esau's blessing, hey, you going to get mowed down. A lot of these J's going to get mowed down, man. Trying to use Esau's blessing, man. All right, we're of the spiritual sort. The Lord created us to be holy. We're separate. We're different. All right, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Therefore, that's when, hey, going into the spiritual power, man, the Lord lifting up that standard. The Lord giving us the power to heal. All right, the same things that Yahweh Shah was able to do. He said, you shall do greater because I go into my Father, man. All these different things, man, are about to come to pass. We see. The Lord is laying the groundwork as we speak, man. The Lord is moving. Don't think for one moment that the Lord is not moving. And that's why we should remain diligent. We should be going even harder because we see the Lord is moving. So it's a blessing, and we should be praying to Yahweh Shema Shah and begging for mercy daily, man. We're all worthy of death. We ain't worthy of it. All right, but the Lord has granted us mercy to be able to be of that fold, man. Don't take that shit for granted. All right, this is an opportunity, man, of a lifetime, literally, in the most extreme sense, man. So we seeing it live in color, man. 8 hours ago. Yeah, they might restore it now, but the Lord is sending those warning messages out, man. You know, and that's the main scripture I wanted to bring out, Amos 8 and 11. I know I quoted other scriptures, but going into that famine of hearing the word of the Lord, we'll go to verse 12. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. You're going to try to seek the word of the Lord and you're not going to find it. You're going to try to find us, man. You're going to look up our videos. You're going to try to find us on the highways and byways, and you're not going to be able to find us. That's why the Lord said he's going to make a man more precious than fine gold, because these women, they're going to bow themselves. They're going to be the ones that want an actual covering. They're going to bow themselves before these men if they get the opportunity to come across them, and they got to be cool with not being the only woman. And think about how much of an extreme pendulum swing that would be, because these women now be looking over your shoulder trying to see who you texting. They territorial as hell. So it has to be a great shift for these women. And it ain't no fucking red pill that's gonna shift these women. They're not. Hey, this has already been proven. The whole red pill shit then got broken up. The Lord said he sent forth the apostles last, man. We know the truth. When all hell break loose, man, and the shit come down to it, these women gonna fold, man. They're gonna fold on. The scriptures speak about the ventures failing. And once that ventures fail, then they're gonna want to get in order. Then they're gonna want to get right. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But all this shit is coming down the pipe. They're gonna want to get with a man of the Lord, Isaiah 4:1. You know? That vibration is already out here, man. The Lord got these women, you know, things are moving. The Lord got these women looking at brothers, man. I don't know how other brothers can say it through the spirit, man. The Lord about to have brothers winning. You know? But this is nothing to take for granted. All right, the Lord is very merciful, but don't take his mercy for, don't, that was a heavy sacrifice that Yahushua did. And if you know and acknowledge that, man, all right, the Lord his grace is going to be upon us, Lord willing. So, not to get long-winded, but just want to bring this information out. It's getting real out here, man. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till the next time, Shalom.